first student athlete recognized is a senior in Lynn Tech's Cosmo Shop. She is an extremely hardworking player, always doing what is asked for the benefit of the team. A 2-year varsity player, she is a determined leader, providing strength and stability on offense and defense. Please welcome number 5, Byron Rodriguez. Our next student athlete is also a senior in Cosmo. She is a phenomenal leader on the field. Her combination of skill and heart has helped establish this program, and her 3 years on the field will have a lasting impact. Her teammates love her spirit and tenacity. She will forever leave a lasting impression on the program. Please welcome number 3, Kelly Verde. The next student athlete is a senior in the Health Tech program. A first-year contributor, she brought energy, effort, and enthusiasm to everything she did, fulfilling every role she was asked. Setting an example for everyone with her work ethic, she has become an invaluable part of the team. Please welcome number 27, Emily DeJesus. Our next student athlete is a senior in the Health Tech shop, and she is a 3-year varsity standout. A league all-star with 8 shutouts in the last 2 seasons. Her value to the team far exceeds even her most amazing accomplishments as goalkeeper. A true leader, she looks out for every girl on the team. Please welcome number 1, goalkeeper, Elinette Rodriguez. Our next student athlete is a senior in the Auto Tech shop. A 3-year varsity player, she has filled many roles for the team, including goalkeeper, where she was voted a league all-star as a sophomore. One of her greatest feats was catching a corner kick with her eyes closed. Please welcome number 17, Cindy DeLeon. Our next student athlete is a senior in the Health Tech shop. A 3-year member of the varsity team, she fell in love with soccer as a sophomore and has become an indispensable member of the team. Her spirit, determination, joy for the game, and ability to bring her teammates closer are only a few examples of what makes her so special for the team. Please welcome number 14, Federer Santana. Our next student athlete is a senior in Cosmo. A four-year varsity player. She starred as a central defensive midfielder, defender, and always as a threat as a goal scorer. Her energy has helped carry the team to new heights, only one win away from the program's first ever state tournament appearance. Please welcome number 11, Cherry Hernandez. Our next senior is the team manager. He has dedicated his time over the last 2 seasons to helping his teammates succeed, and he loves to cheer on and coach the team as they play their best. A senior at Lynn English, he is also a Special Olympics athlete where he is a multi-time gold medal winner. Please welcome our beloved team manager, Jeff Treadway. A senior in early childhood, this captain is the school's first ever 5-year varsity player. The voice of the team, her leadership qualities demonstrate why she is perfect for the role of captain and leader. Always looking out for her teammates, she has created a legacy of memories, and her hard work will always be remembered on the field. Please welcome number 24, Captain Inette Ramirez. Our next senior is a student in the Health Tech program. A captain, she fills her role in the truest sense of the word, setting an example and giving her absolute all on the field. A tenacious midfielder, she has added courage, perseverance, and persistence to the team, all clearly visible as Lynn Tech has had its best season in program history. Please welcome number 4, Captain Kelly Rosales. Our final student athlete is a senior in the Health Tech shop. A true team player, she is always making sacrifices for the benefit of the team. She holds her teammates to a high standard, and her presence and steady touch will forever be missed. Always determined to be her absolute best, she brings out the best in her teammates. Please welcome Senior Captain, number 9, Angela Reyes. Congratulations to the Lynn Tech seniors. Best of luck this evening to both teams.
And welcome to tonight's game. It is senior night. Lynn Tech versus Snowden. Fenway here at Manning Field. A beautiful, I'm talking about absolutely gorgeous evening for soccer. It is senior night. We had a very emotional, outstanding ceremony in honor of our seniors, and we're going to honor them throughout the whole game. Just an absolute, just beautiful ceremony. family, a lot of friends there, supporting our wonderful seniors. And Tigers want to go out here with the victory. Tigers are 7-6-4. They had a fantastic game, a defensive battle against Kip, and they tied them 0-0. It was an all-out brawl, and Tigers, came out there with the tie. So Tigers are definitely in playoff contention. So let's hope they can, get a couple wins here and give themselves a legitimate shot at being in the postseason, and that's going to be exciting. Snowden comes in here at 7-4. Check that. Lynn Tech comes in here at 7-4. So definitely rock and rolling. I'm blessed. I'm honored, humbled, and probably even a little starstruck right now. I'm joined with the former head coach and still very involved with Lynn Tech sports and Lynn Tech basketball, unified basketball, and all the things he does for the community. Still, you're seeing the amount of work that he's done with the soccer team, the seniors right now, the amount of work he put into the team, and then the players right now. Former head coach, Justin Brawser. Justin, it's an honor.
And also a card-carrying member of the Newbie Ratto fan club. Yeah, nights like tonight, Newbie, are a little emotional. I mean, to see some of these kids. I remember the night, I know it was a team meal. Kelly Rosales told me she wanted to be something special in soccer. Federland Santana, after a road trip, after a tough road loss at Whittier, I can still recall Federland saying, because she wasn't getting any time as a sophomore. Tough to play, right? It was a kind of older team, and she said, I'm going to get better and I'm going to play and earn time. And it's so special. Inette is a 5-year varsity player. It's just so special to see how far this team has come. And a lot of credit goes to J.D. Perry and his coaching staff at Jocelyn Guzman and Kim Eldred.
Absolutely. I'm just an amazing staff, and I know you had a couple of years on the soccer team, and just kudos to you as well.
Thank you. This will be interesting. So there were 2 forfeit wins for Tech. Now I don't know how those will count. Either way, if you take care of business tonight against Snowden, if you win next week against another Boston Public School, not Mystic Valley. I'll think of the name of the school. If they win those next 2, they're definitely in. And that would be the first time in program history the Lynn Tech soccer team, girls soccer program, would make the state tournament. So on the cusp of greatness, and I can't think of a better team to make history than this one right here.
Beautiful day to play soccer here. I do want to give a shout out to all the seniors, and we will do it. I'll tell you what, right now, speaking of shout out, Tech Tigers, looks like they're threatening a lot early on in the Snowden zone. So Snowden, the Cougars are in your away white, and your Lynn Tech Tigers are in your home blue.
Short-handed tonight, too, Newbie. We're missing a lot of key play. And I know we have the advantage because we have depth, and they only have 11 from Snowden. But it's tough. It's tough. No Federland tonight. No Angela Reyes. No Myron Rodriguez. I mean, it's some key Callie Lindaverde. Callie's out, I believe, too. So it's just a lot of key players out. So you're going to need the depth to step up tonight.
Well, I'm really excited to see what I've seen from Zacharias, the 8th grader.
Special, yeah.
Just really cool. And listen, I think an opportunity. I mean, listen, injuries are part of the game. It's unfortunate, but, that's why you build a team with depth. And it's time for someone else to step up. Speaking of stepping up, Tigers right there. I like to see them, try to have a couple more shots on goal.
Especially after last night, scoreless tie with Kip, a team we typically beat. There's one
over the crossbar.
But give Kip credit. They played a physical game last night. We couldn't get one past their goalkeeper, and I think the first one's going to be key tonight. Once we get one, the floodgates will open, but that first one's typically the hardest. Nice to see Tech controlling the play, though, on the offensive side of the field.
So it's interesting to see. Listen, Snowden comes in here, definitely, on senior night. It's an emotional game for the seniors. Can the Snowden Cougars kind of, the first 10 minutes or so just, withstand, maybe with some momentum the Tigers have just from the game, from the ceremony, and kind of stay at bay. It looks like they're doing that so far.
I agree. Senior night can be tough because it gets so emotional. You almost get too emotional. Mm-hmm. The nice thing here, though, is like you said, that first 10 minutes, if you can put the pressure on, there's no depth for Snowden. They have no bench. They only have 11. So if you can really apply some pressure, tire out these defenders, these midfielders, then you pop in a goal. It's deflating, especially when you've worked so hard those first 10 minutes to keep it scoreless. So, again, that first goal, the sooner the better.
It's a good play right there by Sherry Hernandez, just trying to fight for the ball, just getting a good handle on it. And
this is the rematch, too. So Snowden, to their credit, they lost pretty handily the first time. We beat them 6-0. It was a game that went our way, a few breaks. So obviously they're coming in here motivated, and I don't think that score reflected the competitiveness of the game, and that can happen when you pop in a couple late ones, right? But, yeah, definitely a tough game, and you can't take anything for granted. I think we learned that last night with Kip, the scoreless tie there. If you want to win, these teams are all competitive.
So Tech has a shot of, definitely making the playoffs. The likelihood of playing at home games probably slim, but nonetheless, being able to get into the tournament as great Bill Parcells would say, if you can get into the tournament, that's, it's one game knockout, and that's all you need. All you're asking for is a chance.
And you think of some of the really special players we've had in the past here to never crack the state tournament. So it would be, to me, that's one of those things you think back to. The Helen Pojoys, the Maria Barrioses,
right?
Sandy Hernandez. You just think of the Sharon DeLeon. You think of all the kids who poured in so much over the years, all the young ladies who poured in so much heart and soul to this team. If this team can crack a spot in the state tournament, it's for every one of them.
Exactly.
But you're right, Newbie. Snowden playing tough right now. Kelly Rosales controlling the midfield right now, which she does so well.
So what are you seeing right here? How should the Tigers really attack Snowden right now going in? The last couple of games, I think Tigers have struggled offensively. What should they tighten up over here?
I just think you want to, when times are tough, you want to simplify. Don't make things too hard. Let's see a give and go. Let's see a passing. It's the fundamentals. It's passing and moving. And right now we're still kind of crowding around the ball a little bit, which is typical, especially when you're pressing, right? You're working so hard to get that goal. But the best moments come from passing. So let's see if we can move the ball a little bit. But right now we haven't been able to share the ball well enough or consistently move the ball.
Head coach for Snowden Fenway is Nadir Talil, excuse me. And head coach for our Tigers is J.D. Perry. So about 10 minutes into the game, a little more than 10 minutes into the game, score tied at 0. Tech hasn't scored in about 3 halves. So
referee may have let a couple of handballs go, but just speaking to our esteemed assistant athletic director, Joe Conlon, and he said, Barassa, that was a long senior night of ceremony. The referees want to keep this game moving. So if that was on me, I apologize.
Definitely, that was a great ceremony, though. It really was. It's very hard not to get emotional. Zacharias right there, again, getting the nose dirty.
And a big night, too, senior night for our girls volleyball team, which is also state tournament bound. Caitlin Wexler done a great job there. Oh,
had an opportunity right there. Justin, I was talking about this early on with a couple of the former players. What do you feel about them amending, not getting rid of it, but amending the offsides rule?
I love the offsides rule. But
I know prevents you kind of cherry picking. I understand, but I would say again, nothing outrageous, but maybe a 10-yard thing where you can get 5-10 yards back. I just feel like it would open up the game a little more. And I know I'm on the minority of that, but I feel like so many opportunities could happen. I know they got rid of it, in some sense in hockey and a couple of things like that. Not necessarily fully in hockey. Did they get rid of in hockey, the outside?
No, it's still applied. But
okay.
You do look at basketball, right? I mean, there's nothing like that. I suppose it's an illegal defense, but not at the high school level. It would certainly open the game up. I don't know. I mean,
I wouldn't want full out eliminate the outsides rule, but I think, if they're within 5 yards, it'd be interesting. I'll tell you that. It'd be interesting.
And it would definitely remove the controversial offsides call that costs you a game or you think costs you know what I mean? Right. So absolutely. Tech, again, has the ball in the right area, just unable to get
there's an opportunity right over here if they rush it. Yeah, good save by the keeper. The goalkeeper right there is Figueroa.
Let's see how her foot is, if she can get this to midfield or the 40 or where she kicks to. She does have a nice boot.
And that keeper right there is Figueroa.
With some contact midfield, referee let it play. I like when they let it play.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it is a physical game, and as long as it's nothing outrageous.
Now, Angie Niz in the right corner. Angie explode to the net. If she can get in there, let's see.
Opportunity right over here. They got numbers in.
Speaking of letting it play, didn't there. Yep. Whistle, that might be a free kick.
It'll be a free kick, not a penalty kick. It'd be a. Let's see what the call is here.
The free kicks are always exciting because you keep the action on the field, right? The players are lining up in front, so it adds a little bit of strategy. Where the goal kick, it seems like when it's that close, I feel like it's just a gimme. But hopefully everyone's.
It looks like it's definitely going to be a free kick. And discussing right now with the other official and see what's going on. Tell you what a great time to be a Tech fan. I mean,
yeah,
you have, action-packed lineup this week, volleyball and football. And we've got a free kick right over here for the Tigers. As we have senior day for footballs coming up on Saturday for the cheerleaders as well.
It's amazing we're already here, right? Next week's November. Here we go.
Shot.
Great pass.
Header. And just off the mark, it's the rebound. And listen, the thinking was there, the execution wasn't there, but it was good thinking.
I like the idea from Sherry. It's a good pass. We just couldn't put it in. But, best case scenario here, you get a corner kick. And Sherry Hernandez goes back to the corner. Sherry, again, a threat as a defender, a threat as a midfielder, a threat as a striker. Sherry can do a little bit of everything. She's like a Swiss Army knife on the field. She fulfills so many roles.
So we're going to have a corner kick here.
I love that corner. If it went, and we just needed to attack it a little more. We get to do it again.
Packed house here in Manning Field. Again, it's senior night. Newbury Rattler joined with the former head coach of Lynn Tech Soccer and just do it all, man, Justin Barrasso.
Now, this is where you miss Angela Reyes, too. Angela was taking a lot of the corners for this team. Angela out, hit her head last night in last night's game. Desperately wanted to play tonight. But to me, as a teammate of hers, I want to win that much more.
Right.
So Sherry's going to go short here. She does. To Snowden's credit, they read that really well.
Yep, good job.
Each time. They saw what she wanted to do and made sure it didn't happen.
So, again, I didn't get a chance to really shout out the seniors, so we'll go through them right now. Elibet Rodriguez, senior.
Phenomenal. Ellie played a little bit of everything, mostly mid. As a sophomore, she just turned the team around the last 2 years as the goalkeeper. She was a league all-star last year. I can't imagine she wouldn't be a league all-star this year. Ellie is. She shut out the league champion Neshoba in a 1-0 game. She's just had a phenomenal stretch in net for Lynn Tech.
Opportunity for a cross here. That's Niz, and that goes out.
Angie's had a nice year, too, as a sophomore.
Absolutely.
First-year contributor to the varsity squad.
Senior Emily DeJesus.
First-year player. Emily, if you see her at Health Tech or you see her in the halls at school, full of energy, and that's what she's brought to this team. Filled so many roles. Actually, got in net a couple once, too. Like, Emily's just one of those kids, one of those young adults you want on the team. You want someone like that as your teammate.
Tigers have been in the zone multiple times in the Snowden zone, so let's hopefully they can capitalize here.
Judith Gomez taking this corner now.
Here's Gomez. And that's going to go behind the net. Just took a bad angle on that one. So also we have senior Kaylee Landaverdi.
Another 3-year starter. She's in Cosmo. Talking about kindness and determination and perseverance and wonderful teammate and looking out for her teammates. Also, always a potential threat to score. So we desperately miss her on the field tonight. And it's hard to believe these kids are graduating. She's one of those kids I can't picture the team without her.
All right. Happens so fast. I'll tell you what, Cougars having a tough time getting the ball out their zone right now. I mean, we've been on this side of the field, I think, pretty much the whole game.
They're going to break at some point, aren't they?
I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. 50 minutes into the first half, Tigers and Cougars all tied at 0.
Now, you wonder if your coach, Perry, and I'm sure they're talking about it with the coaching staff, do you send up one of your defenders? Because there's just no action on this. You have 4 defenders back there. They're 3 right now. They're really talented players. Do you send a Sherry Hernandez downfield? Do you send a Judith Gomez onto the offensive side and stack the offense? Maybe it's too early for that right now, but I think it's something you got to consider as the game moves on.
So also we have senior number 4, Kelly Rosales.
So it was that team dinner after her sophomore year. Kelly told me what she envisioned for the team. And to her credit, she manifested it. She put the work in. And I can't say enough great things about Kelly as a leader, as a young adult. She'll leave a massive void on this team. I mean, her leadership, it's just hard to replace someone like that. And always has her teammates' best interests at heart, too. Kelly's someone that puts the work in, newbie. You know, doesn't tell you what to do, but she's right beside you showing you how to do it.
Absolutely. I think, and that's, every leader doesn't need to, be the rah-rah person.
Just Kelly right there on the ball.
Sometimes it's just execution. Sometimes it's based on performance and attitude, and that's what she does. Funny, reminds me of, Jason Tatum. They want Jason Tatum to be the next Kevin Garnett and be the screamer.
Yeah.
And, Tatum's like, I'm a leader, but I'm going to lead in my own way. And finally, the Cougars cracked the zone here. And
they're going to benefit from a penalty, it looks like, too.
It's going to be a free kick for the Snowden Fenway Cougars.
And it's hard to say. I mean, this could be a threat. I don't know what. We really haven't seen much offense on this side of the field, so we'll see what. This is 23. We don't have numbers, but we'll see what they can do offensively. I've been very impressed by their goalkeeper. Another reason why you got to score soon, because this team, if Snowden gets a goal, they're hungry.
And here we go. Speaking of hungry over here, golden opportunity. Nice little cross.
Handball.
And great job by Snowden getting back and being stiff defensively.
To Snowden's credit, every time we've tried to make that extra pass, they've been there to intercept, block, get in the way.
Oh, what a move right there. Shot. Saved by the keeper. Wish they had a little more mustard on that one, though.
I bet she'd love to have that one over again.
This took a little tough angle. Didn't have enough strength behind it.
What about you, newbie? Would you send a defensive player back or to the offensive side, or is it too early?
No, I'd be aggressive. I think Tigers need to win. So again, I'm the type of person in football. I'm bringing the blitz. Every single down if I need to win. So I'm bringing in some offensive ammo in soccer, and I'd send over an extra player.
And I'll be honest, I think Inette and Judith, you're asking a lot out of two kids or two players, but I think that. I think they could be the fortress of this defense right now. You move Sherry to offense. It's definitely worth considering, but maybe it's a little early. Here's Kelly Rosales fighting with the ball. Looks like Snowden's going to benefit from that call, it looks like. Yeah, white ball. 21 minutes remaining in the first. 21 minutes remaining in the first half.
I do want to give a shout out to everyone watching on cable and also our YouTube viewers, up to 5.9 million right now. Hopefully we can shatter the record from
what number they give you the average duration, so it's nice to those watching who are they're putting their time in, and it's always about the kids. So it's we're grateful you're tuning in and watching. Scoreless game here at Manning Field in Lynn. Lynn Tech on the precipice of their first ever state tournament bid. Just need to put the ball in the net.
So again, if you're just joining us, Snowden's in your away white and Tech is in your home blue. Senior night. Or a chance to give another shout out to a couple more seniors. As we mentioned, Angela Reyes. We also have senior Sherry Hernandez, number 11.
Can't say enough things about Sherry. Just full of spirit, full of energy. She was one of those kids that always made practice fun. She'd come by the room during the day to talk more soccer. Just in love with the game. And, again, another kid who I can't envision this team without. Here we go, newbie.
Here we go. An opportunity right over here. One-on-one with the goalie. Here we go. And just couldn't time it out properly. That was number 12, Angie Niz. Just couldn't time out. Just.
You could see the hands go directly to her head. She knew
right
it.
there.
Yeah.
Ball zigged. She zagged.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, you got to tip your cap. The goalie didn't get nervous.
Yeah.
She could have been a little more frozen there. And
stayed aggressive, went towards the ball.
She did everything the right way. And Angie's a sophomore and a first-year varsity player. And I'll tell you what, as no matter how much you try to spend to buy it, experience is only earned.
Right.
And that's a great play to learn from.
I want to give a shout out to our TV team doing a great job on the production you're watching right now.
Best in the business.
Best in the business. Now, Harley and Ava doing an amazing job.
Ava, an honors English student as well, and just bright, determined, kind, hardworking.
Ava, also Beast of the Week
Oh, really?
for last week or 2
Did
weeks
not
ago,
mention
Ava?
that in class.
I don't remember.
Congratulations.
Ava, when were you Beast of the Week? In the Harley Beast of the Week. I think within the last 3 weeks or so.
Two of the best. Sherry Hernandez, we went down a tough goal last year at Burke. We were a game short. We fell a game short last year of the state tournament. We went to Burke. We gave up a goal, that kind of a funky bounce, and within 90 seconds, Sherry got us back on the scoreboard. We ended up tying that game. It kept our state tournament hopes alive. We went to the very last day of the season. We lost a tough game at Fontbonne. We went down 4-0. Helen Pojoy actually scored a hat trick, got us within 4-3.
Wow.
We lost 5-3, but here we go, newbie. Here comes
Opportunity Zacharias right there. Just
Ricochet back to herself.
Yep. We'll take that pass.
You can just see the size difference. In high school sports, it shows. We have 8th graders. Emily Zacharias is an 8th grader. You can see the young ladies from Snowden.
Almost got with the offsides right there.
Here
Oh,
we
what a
go.
pass. Shot. And saved by the keeper. And again, just not a great angle on it. Not enough mustard on that ball.
Looked like that was Emily De Jesus.
Got to put a little more zip into that.
We'll see for sure when she turns, and we'll get her number. Oh, that was definitely Emily. Thank you. Yeah, it's Emily. She has a different uniform.
So it's running down a list of seniors. Sherry Hernandez, as we mentioned. And also, can't forget number 14, Ferdinand Santana.
Federland.
Check that further. I apologize.
That's
Ferdinand
right.
Santana.
Feds is. Here we go.
I tell you what, this keeper Figueroa is doing a fantastic job
Fantastic.
for Snowden right now.
It's a 6-0 game with a different goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, maybe it's 7-0. But Federland Santana, again, it was after that Whittier game her sophomore year, and she is just so positive, and she is nonstop positivity. She's hard on herself, but she's very good to her teammates. She built a very special bond with our team manager, Jack Tremblay. They are best buddies. I can't say enough. She wants a career in the health tech field. I can't say enough great things. And she wanted to earn a spot as a starter on this team. And for the last 2 years, that's exactly what she's done. Again, another person. It's really hard to picture this program without, to her credit, Federland Santana.
Out to midfield. And Tigers, again, just hanging around the Cougar zone. Keep chipping away. Keep knocking on that door. Eventually, that door's going to bust open.
Maybe stubbed her toe a little bit there, Judith Gomez, but number 23. Looks like she's okay. She's shaking it off.
Another senior, number 17, Cindy De Leon.
I could go on and on about Cindy. She didn't play most of last year. She was outstanding as a sophomore. Timeout on the field, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like we got a timeout here. So we'll take a timeout, too. And so we have 16 and some change left in the first half. Score tied at 0. Lynn Tech versus Snowden Fenway. And we're back here after this timeout. I'm sorry, Ms. Brosser, what were you saying?
I don't think it's the end of the world if we go into the half tied, scoreless. But, again, that first goal is going to be critical. And I think the longer you wait, the more it becomes a mental battle, too, that mental anguish of we didn't score last night, right? So that's 40 minutes in the first half last night, to 80 minutes from the game last night. Again, Kip's a team we've beat the last few years, so now that weighs on you mentally. Now we have 24 more minutes here of scoreless play, so just need to get that. You can see the pressure the kids putting on themselves. Just got to get that first goal.
And so, when you get that first goal, you suddenly play a little looser. You play a little faster. You don't think as much. You're just worried about just playing good soccer.
Agreed.
Oh, what a move right there. A little wheeling and dealing. Opportunity right there, Zacharias. Oh, what a move! Shot! And blocked right there. I tell you what, I thought she shot it just a second too late.
Yeah, she switched back to her dominant foot, to her credit, but by the time she had, the defense is ready. This looks like a corner kick. No, it might stay in the field. It might stay in play. Ooh, we should have let it go. Not going to matter, it looks like. No, they're going to kick it out. Corner kick for Tech. This is where we miss Angela Reyes, right? This is Angela. Angela's got 8 goals this year. She makes the other goal scorers better, right? She makes Emily Zacharias better. She makes Cindy DeLeon better, or Ali DeLeon, excuse me. So that's where we miss her so much. The corner kicks, we miss her. It's hard to replace someone like Angela who does so many things so well.
So corner kick here for the Tigers.
I know we don't have the results yet, but one thing I really like about Coach Perry's style is he is not shy to use his bench. I think that speaks volumes to your team when you're willing to trust your players. And Coach Perry trusts his players.
Ball goes out.
Tick-tock, Mr. Ratto. 14:20 to play in the first half. Scoreless game. 95% of the action, would you say, has been on this side of the field?
I would say so. And, again, another corner kick again for the Tigers.
Oh, I like that setup. Here we go. Can we get it on net? Here's DeLeon.
Straight away.
On net.
Shot! Goal!
Cindy Ali DeLeon, 13:58 to play in the first half, gives Lynn Tech a critical one-goal lead.
Justin, we are breaking news. Lynn Tech is back. Lynn
Needed
Tech
that
is
one.
back. That was huge.
Well, we can add up the time. I mean, that was 26. That's 106 minutes of scoreless play. You needed that after last night and tonight. You desperately needed that one, and Tech just got it.
I'll tell you what, credit Coach Perry. I'm taking time out and kind of resetting the troops and figure out what we got to do to get a goal. Whatever he said worked, and credit to the girls, most importantly, for the execution.
And it's so important, too, that applying that pressure against a team with no reserves. And you got to give a lot of credit to Snowden because they're playing so hard. But it's tough. I mean, I'm getting tired watching some of these players play, let alone not having a sub when you're on the field. So it's just a matter of applying that pressure. It's like Kelly Rosales may have twisted an ankle.
Let's see here.
Now comes the fun part.
Yeah.
Continuing to apply the pressure.
Well, now you want the insurance goal right
Yeah.
now. You want an insurance goal. You want to apply the pressure. If you get another goal here before you go into the locker room, now you're going to be sitting pretty.
Mm-hmm. And the worst thing you can do, you fight so over that first goal, you backbreaking if you gave one up. So, yeah, that second goal now is the utmost priority. And here comes Tech. Breakaway, Emily Zacharias.
Here we go.
Get it on net.
Tigers shot.
Oh, off the post and
Off
in.
the post and in. Good. Cool, calm, controlled, calculated. Confidence.
That is exactly what Tech needed. They needed to be aggressive on the offensive end. Emily got that ball, broke straight free to the net, broke loose, put a great shot on net, bounced off the side of the crossbar, and popped back in.
I tell you what, Justin, right again. Once you see that goal going once, you nailed it. You nailed it. Just right off the bat,
Don't give Snowden time to think about it because they had a tremendous first 20 minutes defensively. Huge goal for Tech. And this is what you're doing. You're talking about your seniors and honoring your seniors. Well, how about the ones who can't play tonight? What's the best thing you can do for them? It's to win this game, prolong your season, go into the state tournament, and give them another game to play.
Justin, gonna get in the selfie right here?
I'd love to. We are in the broadcast booth, high above. All right. Newbie Ratto, for those who are curious, for our listeners out there, our viewers and listeners, Newbie Ratto is one of those guys who'll talk the talk, but for as much talk as you may think he talks, he puts in infinitely more work. Newbie is just always working. How can he get better? How can he improve? And for someone who I think is confident in his work, he's always looking to get better, and whether it's basketball, football, soccer, it doesn't matter. Special Olympics when he broadcasts our games. And you've broadcast team manager Jack Tremblay before, too. So we're so lucky to have Newbie Ratto a part of the Lynn Tech community. We came in the same year, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely came the same year. Justin, I'd say the same thing about you.
We were young men.
Yeah, we were young.
then.
It's crazy. This is year 9 for
I remember
me.
the Christmas party, you turned 30. I think it was your birthday, right?
Yeah. Now 34.
That was 4 years ago. Wow.
Unbelievable. But likewise, Brasso, you want to talk about Justin Brasso, they call me Ratto the Jet. You might as well call him Brasso the Jet because he is flying everywhere. So
I like to think we're cut from the same cloth.
Absolutely.
The third goal would be nice here. Again, this is where you missed the Angel race. I'll tell a quick Jack Tremblay story if that's okay.
Yep.
Jack wanted to stay involved. Jack and I had the pleasure, J.D. Perry, Coach Perry as well, the pleasure of working with Jack with Special Olympics basketball.
And speak about that a little bit, too,
Yes.
after this story. I want for people to know about what's going on with
Of course. Unified basketball. So there's Special Olympic athletes on the court as well as unified partners. So it's a nice combination. Jack played for the Tech team when he was at Tech a few years ago. Then he went to English for high school, and he'll finish at English this year. Come back to Tech, but he was looking for something to do in the fall, something to stay involved. And his parents, who are wonderful people, Mr. and Mrs. Dave and Cindy Tremblay, and they asked me to come to a game on a Sunday morning in Salem, excuse me. And Jack played soccer. So I went to the game and said, he just flourished on the field. And I said, geez, you should get involved with our team. And he didn't hesitate. And he wanted to be involved. And it's people like Federal and Santana that really embraced him. Inette got involved in Special Olympics. Inette Ramirez, who's a captain now as well. Helen Pojo, who's no longer here, but Helen and Jack were really good friends. And Helen looked out for him, kind of like a brother-sister type friendship. And Jack just thrived. And he... it's funny. Jack takes the losses hard.
Yeah.
He gets mad when we lose, and he celebrates the wins. He's just everything you could ask for in a student assistant, team manager, friend. I mean, he's always championing the girls, his teammates, and you'll see his father with him, Dave Tremblay, who's you can't say enough nice things about Dave and Cindy. Dave actually a really talented Lynn English baseball player.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's nice to see Jack. And Jack's a multi-sport athlete. I'm partial to his track and field, but the unified basketball team at English, they beat us up this year, the Tech team.
Wow.
They've had they're 3-0 right now. They've had a really good year, and Jack is a key component of that squad. And then we'll do bocce in the winter. We'll do Special Olympics bowling in the winter. And then I like to think of it as our crown jewel, Newbie, the track and field season, which ends at the Summer Olympics at Harvard in June. And that's just even last year, right? Last year it rained, but it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it's exciting. When it rained and we missed some events, we went out for pizza, and the kids had a blast, and we saw who could eat the most. And
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's what it's all about is everyone coming together. It looks like someone took a spill there. It might have been, find out one of the Snowden players. Let's take a look here. Tell you what, one of the best purchases of my life is these binoculars.
Oh, absolutely.
That's number 20 because sometimes it's impossible to see the numbers from up here in the press box. That's number 26 who went down. She gets back up. She's a trooper.
Yeah, it'd be tough to lose a player because you lose a player if you're Snowden. You're playing one man down. You're playing 11 on 10v11. That's tough.
And
so.
Unfortunately, on this roster, there's no numbers. That's just great.
I know. But a good blend. If you look at the Snowden team, a good blend of freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors. They have a nice team. They're hardworking.
Right.
For their sake, I wish they had a few more numbers just so they could get a little bit of a rest, some of these kids who are working really hard. But I think the goalie is sensational.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really. It's 2-0. Could have easily been 5-6-0 easily.
Can I give you another controversial take?
Yes.
I wonder if we see Elibet Rodriguez, who if Elibet played offense, she'd be one of our leading scorers. There's no doubt in my mind. She's just such a rock in goal. I wonder if we could see Elibet on offense tonight.
Let's see. That'd be cool. Senior night, let's see what happens. Let's see if Coach Perry decides to do that.
And I think we do need one or two more. You don't want to settle at 2. You want to, 3 or 4 would be a nice I think that difference between 2 and 3, what do they say? The worst lead in sports is a 2-0 lead, right?
Yeah.
You want to be up 3, you want to be up 4. But we are hoping to have a special actually, here we go. Emily Zacharias again. Hoping to have a unified basketball game at Tech in our newly refurbished gym. That's a joy to do that.
Let us know. We would love to cover that.
Be a lot of fun. We're on a losing streak right now. We've lost 3 in a row. Coach Kim Eldred, who's on the bench or on the sideline with Coach Perry and Coach Guzman, she's part of that program as well, and she's a tremendous help and a great teacher at Tech, and we're lucky to have Kim part of the program as well.
Golden opportunity right over here. Shot. Hey, about a keeper. Figueroa once again. Not in my house.
Really?
Technically not in your house.
Really hasn't broke with the pressure, to her
Right.
credit.
Just really mentally tough. Another opportunity right here. They got a cross. Let's see. Gets the cross. Shot.
Oh.
And
Great defensive stop.
deflected right there.
Looks like it went off the funny part of her knee,
Yep.
but you know what? You take it because that shot was going in if she hadn't deflected it. Nice job by the Snowden D. Judith Gomez, who has worked tediously on becoming a better corner kick. I think she is going to show that right now. I know the first couple haven't gone her way, but Judith is a tremendous player, offensively, defensively. She's just a soccer player. And it looks like they want to go short here, perhaps, but the defender's reading the play quite well. Let's see what happens. Great kick by Judith. Perfect. Oh, right to where you wanted it. And there's a goal.
Goal! Execution perfect. Senior night.
Nice
Get pumped up.
Nice job, Judith. Unselfish. Caring for her teammate. Just one of those kids with no ego, Judith Gomez. She put that ball in the perfect place, and her teammates capitalized. Newbie, it feels good to have a 3-goal lead.
Right, Judith with the assist right there. So, score 5-24. And who scored that goal here?
That was Ali Delian.
So, Ali Delian with the goal. So, score 3-0 here with just about 5 minutes left in the first half unofficially. Official time's kept on the field.
That always drives me crazy. Can't you tell us how much time is
Right. I never understood that as. That's another thing I would like to change about soccer.
I agree. And while we're at it, volleyball, this whole win by 2 thing, I mean, I like 1-point wins.
Right.
I mean,
that's the beauty of sports.
Yeah.
it's those 1-point nail biter wins.
Yes. So I want to change that too. That might be it for today.
Yeah.
I want to know how much time's left in soccer. I mean, watching these World Cup games, it's wild. It's like, how much time's left?
Right.
Nobody knows.
Anxiety. I mean, you're playing like a madman.
Though that actually could be kind of fun for the NBA All-Star game or an NHL All-Star game. You don't know how much time's left. You just got to go, right? Maybe a first quarter thing when the game's still close.
Speaking of NBA All-Star game, there are rumors that the Boston Celtics will be hosting the All-Star game in 2026. Would be pretty cool.
That would be really cool. We haven't had an All-Star game. This might be wrong. Maybe the Bruins did, but I know 99 we had the All-Star game at Fenway.
That was last time?
Well, the Celtics haven't. There's been no Pro Bowl, obviously. I just don't know if the Bruins have hosted in between then and now.
I think that was the last time was the Fenway Park All-Star game 99, which was awesome, by the way. I mean, that was super cool. I remember that, and I was 11 years old. I remember looking at it yesterday.
All these legends on the field, and they all had the boyish smiles looking at Ted Williams.
Yep. And Pedro Martinez struck all of them out in the heat of the steroid era. I mean,
right, 5 out of the first batters. And I'll never forget, I guess this is such a Boston take, negative, though I love Pedro, but I remember thinking Pedro was unstoppable. And he always struggled that game after the All-Star break. I think it was an interleague game against the Marlins, and he got tattooed afterward. But I remember thinking that performance at that All-Star game was just, it was spectacular. Could you name the 6 batters?
Mark McGwire.
Yes.
Ken Griffey Jr. Sammy Sosa.
You're 2 for 3 so far.
2 for 3? Okay. From Colorado, what's his name? Larry Walker?
Very good. And I'm looking right at him. He's not looking at his phone. This is the honor system. How about a shortstop from the Cincinnati Reds? Phenomenal player. World Series champion in 1990.
Rollins?
Little older. Barry
Larkin.
Barry Larkin, who is one of those guys nobody talks about.
Yep.
Barry Larkin was special.
So who are the 5?
Larry Walker, Sosa, McGuire.
So it wasn't Ken Griffey.
Jeff, no, he was still in American League, I believe, in 99.
Yeah.
I think Jeff.
Well, he was never in the National League, actually.
No, he went to the Reds.
Okay, yeah. You went, yes.
Man, it's been a minute since I've done this. The 6 guys, it was Walker, Sosa, McGuire, Larkin. So we're missing 2.
Well, we'll get the newbie research team on that.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in myself that I can't get this. I'll tell you who else it was. I could give you the 5th because he got on base, maybe with a walk. Matt Williams of the Giants got on base. That's 5. And who is 6? Walker, Sosa, McGuire, Larkin.
A little bunched up there. Tigers had an opportunity. So, again, 2 minutes unofficially left on the field.
I feel like we get one shot and they're going to blow it. I'd be surprised if they don't call it here. Oh, it didn't go out of bounds. Excuse me. Yeah. Let's see if I'm right.
And they do.
Yeah.
So that's your first half right there. 3-0. Tigers, I mean, just an offensive avalanche in the last 15 minutes. And Tigers with a comfortable lead going into the locker room. Score 3-0. Tigers up against Snowden Fenway. We'll be back in the second half. And welcome back. Second half action. I'm Newberto, joined Justin Barrasso. Tigers up 3-0 here. It's senior night for your Lynn Tech Tigers against Snowden Fenway, the Snowden Fenway Cougars. Tigers had a tough go about, I'd say, the first 20 minutes or so. Then the last 50 minutes, an offensive avalanche. And they're rock and rolling. Mr. Barrasso, your thoughts, if you're Coach Perry, what are you telling your players on halftime?
Stick to the plan. Yeah, I mean, just keep moving the ball, keep pushing forward. I wouldn't even worry about the score. It's nice to be up 3. You don't have to worry about the score. Just play your game. And that's the focus for Lynn Tech right now. Play your game. And here they come right now. Plus, Lynn Tech has all kinds of hungry players on the bench that want to get in. It's an opportunity to really attack a tired, fatigued Snowden team with no subs.
So again, it's senior night. I want to just run through the senior names.
Sherry Hernandez, by the way, shifted up the striker. It looked like there. So we're going to see Sherry on offense.
One name we didn't mention just in the first half. I just want to mention, just kind of shout out and give her some love. Annette Ramirez,
5 year. Well, to go back to Cindy DeLeon too.
Yep.
Cindy, a tremendous, just another. Cindy will never get the credit she deserves because of the way she plays. It's very humble and very team oriented. But it's one of those players that you don't win without. When you need someone to fill in goal, she's played against some of the toughest teams in the conference. She's always willing to step up for the team. Again, kids like that don't get the credit they deserve because it's not as flashy as scoring goals or making a big assist on a winning play. But Lynn Tech wouldn't be as successful as they have been the past 3 seasons, particularly this year without Cindy. Inette is. What can you say? Inette's just someone who's taken such pride in her leadership. She is always looking out for her teammates. She's one of those, on the bus rides. I used to love our bus rides because the girls would always, especially early in the season, they'd bond. And Inette was a driving force as to why those moments happened and occurred. And she could make the young ladies who never spoke or were very timid or shy or very reserved, she could bring out the best of them and bring them together. And Inette makes the team more of a family. She wasn't originally captain this year, but the coaching staff had no choice but midseason to announce that she became one. She earned it. Inette's someone who embraces hard work. She's got such a wonderful personality, too. She would make practices fun. Road trips. Inette's just someone, again, it's really hard to picture, newbie, this team without your Inettes, without your Sherrys, without your Federlins, without your Elibets, without your Cindys. I mean, she's such a valuable part of this team, and she's earned all of her playing time this season.
Definitely, want to give a real big shout out to all the seniors. And speaking of that, an opportunity right over here. And again, Tigers are in your home blue. Snowden's in your away white. And Tigers have just been in the Cougar zone throughout the whole game, just really dominant. And the score shows it. Again, it was a little drought first 20 minutes or so, but Tigers have really got their groove back. And someone takes a spill.
And it looks like we've seen a lot of offensive changes. Looks like Coach Perry has gone to his seniors. I mean, we see Sherry Hernandez on offense. It looks like, newbie, and my eyes could deceive me. It looks like Elibet is, Elibet's on offense right now.
Awesome.
Elibet Rodriguez is on offense.
Oh, that's great.
I believe wearing number 16. Yes, Elibet right now is wearing number 16. Here comes a corner kick. So Elibet on offense for Tech. Sherry Hernandez. It looks like Coach Perry really trying to highlight his seniors.
That's really cool. That's really neat.
And we were just talking about that.
It's kind of like letting the center play point guard for a little bit.
Yeah. Though it's funny. I mean, I think Elibet could be I don't know. I mean, Angela's got 8 goals, but I don't know if she'd be the top goal scorer in this team if she played striker or center CDM, but she would be a constant threat to score if she were out of net. But she's just such a tremendous goalkeeper.
Good opportunity shot. Yeah, that's going to be wide left.
Looked like that was Sherry Hernandez getting the shot on net, or just wide. So Coach Perry going heavy with the seniors as strikers. It's great, too. You mentioned Inette. That defensive core has really built the foundation of this team. It's Inette. It's Judith. It's Federlin. Melody Velez plays some defense. I mean, that defensive core is so valuable, so important for Tech. Sherry Hernandez. Looked like a handball. Ref let that go. But though we've had some success on offense this year, the defense, we're a defensive team, newbie, that can put the ball in the net, right?
Yeah, it's Barrios there, I believe, number 15.
TV Media's own.
TV Media. Diana Barrios. I mean, what a family.
Also called some basketball games for us I was with you on the headset last March at the elementary basketball tournament.
Definitely, you've got a talented group of announcers in that crew. Andy Batista's he's taking on the role of helping out and announcing for football. Isaiah Marshall doing a great job.
Big shoes to fill with missing Seamus Hollow. We miss Seamus. Seamus was so spectacular in his role.
I'm very proud of Seamus. He was just announcing the championship game for NEFL football. And
here comes Elibet Rodriguez on net.
Shot. Here we go. Off the crossbar, rebound. And wide left. Oh, she's not going to live that one down. Oh, boy. Right there, and she just falls down and just heartbreak.
You can see she's wearing the disappointment.
Oh, boy. And it was an open net for a little bit.
And that Sherry, that was tailor-made for a goal. That was Elibet. That's a great moment. 2 seniors. It was Elibet driving the play, putting it on net. Sherry with the rebound. It looked like it was a tailor-made goal, but just missing that shot. You can see the fatigue now. There were a little bit of offensive spurts. Newbie for Snowden the first half, Snowden Fenway. It's been harder. I think they played tremendous to keep this game within reach with only 12 players. Only 11 players.
Right.
They don't have a sub. You wouldn't know it from looking at them. They're working really hard. Here comes number 7 on the break.
And 2 players got tripped up. I'm not sure if it's Rose Mendez.
That's Rose Mendez midfield.
She's limping a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. Here we go. Golden opportunity, probably the best opportunity of the day. And I'm not sure why they're...
Cindy Deli on her net right now for the Tigers.
I'm not sure why they're kicking away from the goal.
I know, right? Catherine Castanon. Catherine has really developed into an important part of the squad. And defensively, if this team's going to have success in the future, she'll be a big reason why.
So 32 minutes left in the first half. I'm sorry, check that second half.
Yeah, to play.
Tigers up 3-0. So I was saying before, Seamus Holloway, just kudos to him, who's doing some announcing on another level. But Andy Batista stepped up well. Isaiah Marshall, Angel Figueroa will be doing some announcing for us for basketball.
Fantastic.
He'll be one of our lead announcers for basketball season. So very excited about that, and really the foundation that Seamus said is exciting.
Coach Perry loves to work the sidelines. There's a nice job by Rose getting it down to about the 40-yard line. Knocked out of bounds. But you know what? It's headed in the right direction for Tech. They're not done scoring, newbie.
I don't think so. I think, in Tech, you got to continue to be aggressive. There's still plenty of time left in the game, plenty of time for the Cougars to, get a goal here, make it interesting. So got to have the foot in the gas right now. Maybe around, you get to 5-0, or hopefully, you can maybe ease up on the brakes a little bit. Ease up on the gas, excuse me.
We're going to get there first. Inette Ramirez on the ball right now. Excellent play by Inette, keeping the ball in play. Snowden showing a little life offensively.
Here we go.
Rose Mendez seen enough of that.
Yep.
Excellent.
Great job by Rose clearing the ball.
Over to Sherry Hernandez. Sherry back to Rose. Over to Kelly Rosales. Bit of a ping pong back and forth. Rose moving the ball downfield again. Foot race for Elibet Rodriguez. Oh, there's Kelly too. That's going to be tech ball. Maybe on the right side of the field, on the offensive side.
Tell you what, good hustle right there by the Tigers. Rose and Rose Mendez and Dinah Barrios. And again, what a great family. I mean, talk about Andy Barrios and what he's doing for Lintech Football and Skills USA. I mean, we all know the legends of their two older cousins, David Barrios and Nelson Barrios. I mean,
Lintech legends.
I mean,
yeah,
pretty close to statue level.
And when I think of those names and those icons of Lintech alums, I think of the GOAT himself. I think of Jason McCush, who's given his heart and soul, and that's an understatement, to all things Lintech. Speaking of which, I've seen Miss Houlihan here tonight, Bridget Houlihan. Our principal, Fred Gallo, is here tonight. Alyssa Donovan's here tonight from the social worker team. Joe Conlon, phys ed teacher, also he's taught English at Tech, and more, plenty more too. It's been so nice, Newbie, obviously you and I as well, that so many teachers came out tonight to support this team.
It's a who's who right now. I mean, It really is.
Well, it goes to show this is such a wonderful, hardworking kind. I think some of the health tech teachers are here. I mean, this is a great group, so it doesn't surprise me that so many teachers have come out to support them. And in case you were curious, Newbie Rat Toe is in charge of the weather tonight. It's not cold, I'll say that much. So props to Newbie for that one. We've got a bit of a quagmire here. Throw-ins keep bouncing out of bounds. Nice job shifting her body there, keeping it in. Kelly Rosales. Just got to get it away from this, again, kind of bottleneck here. See if Tech can break through. Snowden with the ball, advancing downfield. Melody Velez with a great interception, sending it down. Melody, one of the team's leaders. Also class president, too, for the junior class. Judith Gomez with her left foot there. She's going to send it here with her right, though. At least she's setting it up to. That was a handball right there.
I was just
on Snowden.
Talking to the referee, trying to get the weather set for Thursday and Friday. Make sure we get the same thing going.
You're in charge of Thursday and Friday?
Yeah. So
because I believe it's set for 70 degrees.
Yep. So I'm just trying to tighten that up.
Well done, Newman.
Yep.
Well done.
Hey, listen. So I'm a man of the people. So 28 minutes left. 3-0 Tigers up in dominating fashion. 3-0. The free kick here for the Cougars.
And just because it's a opening night for the Celtics, I think a bit of a controversial question for Newbie Rateau, a Celtics expert, someone who bleeds basketball. Newbie, what's your take on Sean Grandy, the radio voice of the Celtics, not taking the TV job? I believe his name is Carter. Is it?
Well, yeah, I'm very disappointed about that. I don't think Sean Grandy didn't want it. I thought, listen, it's someone from. I think someone local should have had it, or someone who kind of paid their dues a little bit. But the industry is the industry.
Next time I go out for a bite to eat with Sean Grandy, you should join us. He is such a wonderful. We have pro wrestling in common, which will always bind us. But he's a wonderful guy. Emily Zacharias on the break.
Here we go. Zacharias had an opportunity right there. Shot. And again, not enough mustard. A little more zip on that pass, on the kick. And she has the speed. She has the agility. But I think the finishing move is something that she's is going to improve on, which is exciting.
New goalie in net for Snowden as well. So they've got the starter on the field. Looks like she's on the defensive end now. I will say, as a Celtics fan and someone who loves the radio, I guess I'm showing my age here. Those of us who like the radio, I think we were around when dinosaurs roamed the earth. I love Grandy and Max together, so I'm glad that I wouldn't want them to split. So I am glad. Judith Gomez with a nice kick over to Sherry Hernandez, see if Sherry can get some offensive.
I do feel like one thing I want to give Sean Grandy, one thing I learned from him is preparation.
Got to challenge this goalie, by the way. I agree.
And his preparation is really it's inspiring. And, just how to prepare for a game. And
attack that alley.
Really, really, really has that.
So we got close over so he called Bellator MMA fights, which he does occasionally, though I don't know what Bellator's future is in store there. It looks like they're going to be defunct in a couple months, unfortunately, which isn't good when the fight world loses. I mean, it's exciting maybe because there'll be some free agent fighters. And anyways, I would ask him. I love the beginning, like the opening to a fight, right? And it was so exciting, Newbie, to hear him break down how he prepares the opening monologues. And I mean, kid in a candy shop listening to this, right? But he actually, I mean, you guys have a lot in common in the sense of your dedication to preparation. He'd be a great TV media guest.
Oh, my goodness.
You would want that?
Oh, I'd love it. You know, he'd be great for the Media Expo.
Yeah. I just want to get him, I'd want to sit out of class for that. Sherry Hernandez.
Oh, what a great save right there.
You know Sherry's not scoring because she falls after.
Oh, my goodness.
Once she scores, she's celebrating. Sherry, get up because the ball's live.
Yeah. She's like, it's my senior night. I can do what I can do. What I
know.
want.
Oh, that may have been her goal if she was back on her feet. Maybe she's hurt, though, in her defense.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Joanna Walsh, trainer on the field to check her out.
I'll tell you, we got some breaking news here, some exciting news. Courtney Cole from CBS will be visiting Lynn Tech in 2 weeks.
Exciting.
She's going to be talking to the students, weekend anchor and weekday reporter. Great person. Had a chance to meet her and kind of pick her brain and see what she does, in terms of reporting. And she's just awesome. She said, she'd love to speak to the kids. So she is going to be speaking to our kids in a couple weeks. So. And
you just gave me an idea. I've been thinking, so Joe Conlon and I, esteemed assistant athletic director, one of my great friends, is we're senior class advisors this year. I'm thinking of who could we get for a motivational speaker? You need someone good, right? Mm-hmm. And if you can't get an athlete, you go one of the more traditional motivational speakers. Right. Like, they're fun, I think. But I thought there's nobody better. I just haven't been able to get them. But now that we're kind of throwing out names, and Leon Poe, I should go through Sean to ask him how to get Leon.
Yeah.
He's a success story. Tough parts of Oakland he grew up in, had no right to go to the NBA and have success. If you remember, Newbie, you remember it. We were young. We were kids. The '08 finals. He had a great, that Sherry walking off with Joanna Walsh. He had a great game, too. Phil Jackson even
20 points. Called him Leon Powell.
Yes.
Remember that
very
game?
Good.
Yep.
And I've never met Phil Jackson. Obviously, I've watched him coach many a game, but I reckon that Phil knew how to pronounce his name correctly, if he so chose to. Snowden changed their goalie. Back to the starter, it looks like. So their brief change is over. Their starter is back in net.
Yeah, Phil Jackson knew who Leon Poe was.
And if he didn't, he certainly knew by the end of the night. Those two games, it was the wheelchair game and it was the Leon Powell game. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Was that the wheelchair game was the game one, right?
Right. So those are the first two games of the series.
Oh, yes, yep.
Yeah. And I'm going to say we won them both. And my favorite game of that series was Game 4 when we were getting squashed, and James Posey and Ray Allen warmed up.
Well, Eddie House, I thought was
Eddie House. Yep. Who I think is very underrated in terms of his TV role. I like Eddie House as a player. I
think they've all become great TV personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick Perkins, Kevin Garnett, with what he does with Paul Pierce and the Showtime. They swear like pirates, but
pirates listen to them and block their ears. Yeah. But it's fun.
Definitely entertaining. And then Kendrick Perkins is really a star in ESPN right now. So 24 minutes left, 3-0 here. Tigers up in dominating fashion against senior night. Just want to run through the seniors again. If you just joined us, I just want to shout them out and just give them some recognition. We have senior number 1, Elibet Rodriguez. We have senior number 0, Emily De Jesus. Senior number 3, Katie Lanaverdi.
Callie, wonderful.
Callie Lanaverdi, excuse me. Senior number 4, Kelly Rosales. Senior number 5, Marilyn Rodriguez.
Myron, another. So funny, we have so many health. Myron, another health.
Myron Rodriguez, excuse me.
We got to get some TV media players, Mr. Ratto.
Well, we have Rose Mendez and Dinah Barrios, the sophomores. Number 9, Angela Reyes. We have number 12, Sherry Hernandez. Number
14, it looks like.
Check that.
Yeah, you're 11. Yeah,
number 11. Yep, number 11, Sherry Hernandez. Number 14, Federlyn Santana. Number 17, Cindy De Leon.
I have a Federlyn story for you, too. There's 2 Cindys, but yeah, that's a senior Cindy. Can I tell? Well, I'll wait till you. Because I net Rodriguez, 24.
And number 24, Annette Rodriguez. But yes, I want to hear the story.
So I grew up with a young lady, Katie Federico. Katie's wonderful. Actually, Katie, I was with the Boston Herald, and Katie coordinated an interview with JoJo White, may he rest in peace, an all-time, I'm not going to say Celtic legend, I'll say NBA legend.
Right, yeah.
And he
Awesome.
told a great story about his first road trip. He'd never had a drink before. And Red Auerbach, the team said, we're meeting at the bar at this time. And JoJo didn't know how to say no. I mean, these are NBA players, grown men. He played at Kentucky, I believe. And he went to the bar, and Red said, "What are you drinking?" And he'd seen, such a ridiculous story, so old-fashioned, but he said he'd seen, like in the cowboy movies, men drink Jack and Coke. So he orders, he says to Coach Auerbach, to Red, he says, I'll have a Jack and Coke. And laughing as I told the story. And he didn't know how to drink it. So in the movies, what do? Take one swig and put it down, right? I don't know what they're drinking, but it's the movie. It's Hollywood. So he drinks the whole drink.
Oh, boy.
And he passes out. And when he wakes up, he tells the truth. I don't drink. Anyways, her name was Katie Federico. She went by Feds.
And speaking of that, one-on-one, here we go. Shot. Saved by the keeper.
You can see out of the frustration there. She put it right on net. She'd love to have that back. We were at Manning Field, and I was on the phone with my friend Katie, and I don't call her Katie. I call her Feds because it's Federico. And I said, geez. And literally, as I was getting out the phone with her, Federland Santana walked by me. This is her sophomore year, and I said, has anyone ever called you Feds before? And she said, excuse me? And she claims that I helped kind of give her that nickname. I don't know if that's true or not,
Right.
but the kids know Federland is Feds, or Fed. And Federland is just such a positive force. I mean, that's somebody you want your children around, your daughter around. She'd be a great teacher. She'll be great if she goes into the healthcare field. Then she's a health tech student. Whatever she does, that's someone who's going to succeed. And she's a wonderful soccer player, too.
Absolutely.
21 minutes to play, newbie. Lintec 3-0. Still hungry for that fourth goal. Here comes Ali DeLeon downfield. Ali, a twin. I don't know who's better. Her sister's fantastic, too. Emily DeLeon. Emily had a foot injury, unable to play this season, but the two of them are dynamite together as strikers, as midfielders. Here comes Snowden. Oh, nice little give
Nice
and go.
pass right there. And great save.
I love the aggressiveness from Cindy DeLeon.
Yep.
Go up as high as you can in that box, play the angles. When Cindy is confident in net, she is so talented.
So do you think, look at some goalies here. So, we're going to have to reload a little bit because you're losing two goalies.
Right? Yeah, yeah. It's true. You're losing your starter and your most reliable backup. I don't know what Coach Perry. That's going to be something they're going to have to work on. A couple options come to mind, but we'll see. And actually, Emily DeJesus played goal too. She's a senior as well, so that's something they're going to have to work on next year. The nice thing for the Tech team for next year is the majority. Great pass. Put it on net.
Shot.
Kelly Rosales.
And
Oh, that would have been a wonderful moment.
a little too high there.
The majority of the Tech goal scorers are underclassmen. So that's encouraging that Ali DeLeon, her sister Emily, can put the ball in the net. She'll be back next year. Emily Zacharias is an eighth grader. I don't know what we need to do with guidance to get her into Lynn Tech, but whatever needs to be done. That's a kid you want at Tech. Rose Mendez will be a junior next year. So a lot of
Rose, what an amazing, awesome
fantastic.
student.
Yeah.
Have her in class. Just so humble, so quiet, so attentive, but yet so talented.
Aggressive too. It's you want a teammate who's she would really push the pace in practice. Oh, handball on Snowden. The refs are going to let that go. 18:50 to play in the game, newbie. I don't think we're done scoring, but it's nice that we popped in the three. You mentioned it. It was that barrage after we scored the first one. Because if this was a 1-0 game, I think nerves take over at some point. We're human, right?
Well, let's give credit to the Cougars here. Leaving them scoreless. And again, they did that in the first. The Tigers didn't really start scoring until the last 50 minutes or so. So Snowden's done a relatively decent job,
15-minute mark to 11. That was it. Yeah.
And so this season could be a lot closer game than what people see on the score. 3-0 here. So, as you mentioned, Celtics begin their season. NBA season has begun. I'd love to get your predictions on what do you think is going to happen this season. I mean, do you think that Boston's going to top the Eastern Conference and finally get a championship that's been eluding them for the last couple of years?
I don't know. My prediction every year is Celtics-Lakers. I've been right twice in the last, since 1988. I've been right twice. So
I think that's what we want.
Yeah. I don't think Milwaukee's as good. I mean, Antetokounmpo's special, but I don't think Milwaukee's going to mesh as well as people think. And obviously, I'm a St. John's Prep alum and a big Pat Connaughton fan. But
I didn't know that. St. John's Prep alum?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Once upon a time. Yeah.
Hell of a football game the other day.
Oh, fantastic. Though I was disappointed. I wanted to, as a writer, I read stories, and I loved working for, oh, geez, I hope she's okay. She took a really hard fall. Oh, that's good that she's getting up. That's good.
I did see that coach.
DiBiase, I mean, covering Everett when he was at Everett was such a thrill for me as a young writer.
Well, if you cover Everett, that means you have to cover some Brockton, too. I mean, those great Super Bowls.
Yep. And I remember this is funny. I remember going to Brockton as a young reporter or young writer and thinking I was at Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? Like, it may have been a Brockton. I'd have to go back and look at the old stories, but it may have been a Brockton Everett game. And just thinking there was no other place in the world I wanted to be than that game. It just felt so special. Everett High was another place that felt that way.
Right.
Even the Thanksgiving game, when I was a young writer, I covered it here. It was the classical English.
Yeah, that was a classic game.
Yep.
Was it about 2 years ago in overtime? It was an amazing. Speaking of classic game, Lynn Tech versus Kip last year was a classic.
Oh, absolutely.
52-48, I believe.
And I believe that was Jason McCush's. It was his final game.
Yeah.
He was the head coach that night. Stepped in for Coach Runner, who was out with I believe, shoulder injury, something really, really tough. Because it takes a lot for Coach Runner, who's wonderful to miss. And that was a shootout. That game. That was fantastic.
And Kip ended up going to the Super Bowl, so Lynn Tech was right there.
Agreed. Yeah, last year for Lynn football, I mean, you had Kip and St. Mary's, two Super Bowl teams right there. St. Mary's won it. And I'm excited for the postseason here. Football, I mean, we're going to need a few breaks to get in. That might be reaching, but it'd be nice to see them at least win out,
right.
Especially if you can beat Kip before Thanksgiving. Girls soccer, looks like we're going to clinch tonight. Girls volleyball won again tonight. They won 3-0 against Neshoba. Here we go. Sherry Hernandez on net. Intercepted by the Snowden defense. That's okay. It's going to be a throw-in on the side. Ali DeLeon. This is what makes or breaks teams right here. Get the ball, get it in play, put deep pressure on the defense. Let's see if she saves this. Yes, she's going to put it right in front of the box. Somebody needs to get that. Come on, Tech. Kelly Rosales. That's okay. We have Federlin's. No, we have. That was Angie Niz, it looked like. She wanted
looks
to
like that.
defend the ball. Judith Gomez. Right on net. That could bounce, Newbie.
Nice, strong, I like the aggression, though. I like the aggression. Nice, strong kick to the goal.
We're setting some homework assignments for us tonight. Hopefully we're on the broadcast together, I hope, together in March at the elementary basketball games, which actually starts in February. Sean Moore started. It's a February start date this year, which is really early for us. But we'll see if we can get, what are the goals? Sean Grandy to Lynn Tech?
Yes.
And Sean's someone who, getting off topic here, but Sean can do baseball. He can do hockey. I mean, Sean can do anything, right?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he did a couple of Red Sox games.
Yeah. I think he grew up a Met fan, but we won't hold that against him. They got enough going against him as it is, right? But he's a tremendous hockey announcer, too. and a guest speaker for our senior class. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, he is?
No. I mean, I'm just saying tonight I'm setting goals for ourselves.
Okay.
When we're back in March, we can revisit those two topics to see if either one or both turned out.
And they will. I'm very confident about that.
14 minutes remaining. To Snowden's credit, they've played really tough. I believe they're a player down right now.
So Tigers right now, I feel like,
They are playing the only 10 players in the field right now for Snowden.
yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
So if there were a time to attack for Tech,
It would be right now.
you are correct.
It's the equivalent of a power play almost.
Yeah.
Great job fighting for the ball right there. Oh, what a move.
Diana
Great
Barrios
job.
on the ball. I wish they had the numbers on the roster because this young lady here, number 7, has had I know they haven't been able to put the ball in the net, but they've been very aggressive. This could have easily been a lopsided game.
Absolutely, 100%. So just, kudos to them for it.
Absolutely.
Crowd getting a little rowdy here.
Yeah. And it looks like we're subbing Cindy out right now. We're going to have a new goaltender. Looks like Emily DeJesus is coming back into the game as goaltender, giving Cindy DeLeon a chance. I'm going to say it right now, Nubi. Ready for my next prediction?
I'm ready.
Cindy DeLeon, in the next 7 minutes, puts the ball in the net for us on her senior night.
And we want it to happen.
Absolutely. If I could will it, I would. Cindy works so hard. She never asks for credit, but she's just such a hardworking, determined person. Wonderful teammate.
As we meant to talk about senior night, I do want to, say, senior night is obviously for the seniors on the field playing, but it's also a day for the families too. So I do want to give a special shout out to the families, who, put in the time and the sacrifice, or, maybe those practices when they're younger, and, pick them up, and, it takes some sacrifice and
making sure you get to the games.
Make sure you get to the game, what have you. Maybe get a sitter for your little brother or sister who's home. So it takes sacrifice. So congratulations to the families as well.
Tech with the pressure on right now. Angie Niz trying to put the ball in the net. Still alive in the box. Ooh, it looks like Snowden's going to get it out, though. And they do. Rose Mendez applying the pressure. I am excited for winter sports season, not to rush through soccer, but our girls and boys basketball team coming off tournament bids. Boys team winning the vocational title.
That is going to be
lots of reason for optimism.
I think girls basketball team with Angie the Machine Bingham.
Yeah.
Leah the Assassin Volquez. I mean, what a team that Coach Wexler has put on, and Coach Bingham. I've never seen this in a while, but they're literally bringing back the same starting five. They didn't have one senior on the team.
Right. You just don't see it. I agree. Yeah.
I think we have the possibility of 2 1,000-point scorers between Andy Batista and Giovanni Jean.
And I still think, I've been watching him since he played elementary basketball. Eddie Lewis, who was at the volleyball game today, Eddie had a really tough, broke multiple bones in his foot last year. Right. Really tough injury. I think Eddie will earn himself some varsity minutes this year. Mm. He'll make us into the threat.
Eddie, is he a sophomore?
Only a sophomore,
oh, wow.
Yeah. The only good thing about that injury...
He's been here for a while, so I thought he was a junior.
Only good thing about that injury is he was a freshman.
Right.
A terrible injury.
Yep.
But at least he wasn't a senior, and that's how he ended his high school career. So
he was playing baseball that spring, so he's young, he recovers quickly.
Resilient, yes, very much. Here comes Tech again. Oh, great take to the
3-on-2 right here. Definitely a golden opportunity, and it's going to
corner kick opportunity.
Yep, corner kick.
Angie Nisdo again, setting the pace, applying the pressure.
So once again, you're watching LVTI. I'm Newbert Tojo and Justin Barrasso. Senior night here at Manning Field. Lynn Tech versus Snowden. Just to reset the viewers here who are just joining us, welcome.
Watching Coach Perry work his magic with the Lynn Tech soccer team. Going to clinch our first ever state tournament bid with this victory tonight.
That's dynamite. That is neat.
In 9 minutes and 18 seconds.
So what's the hold up here? What's going on?
Another corner kick for the Tigers.
Okay, here we go. Another corner kick.
And I don't want to give away, I don't want to be a spoiler alert, but could be a pizza in the future for Coach Perry if he's, we'll see if it's an Alfredo's night with the two of us. We used to go to Alfredo's after all the games.
Yeah.
We've both lost weight since I stepped down as coach, but that could be in our future tonight. Shout out to Alfredo's. I think some of the best.
I think Lynn Tech pays their light bill.
Absolutely.
I see all the staff at least goes there at least twice a week.
Yeah.
They're great over there. I mean, they're just such a
gentleman.
Such a good community partner. I mean, not the official partner, but almost seems like that. You know,
they gave up meals during the pandemic to people who were in need. I mean, just and they weren't asked.
Right.
You know, they did it because it was, in their opinion, the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Lynn, kind of quietly, has some good pizza. I'm a Monty's fan too. Lots of good pizza in Lynn. All right, Nubu, we have 8 minutes to play. I have
8 minutes. It's been a shutout here in the second half.
Yeah, multiple goalies too. It's like a when pitchers kind of combine for a combined no-hitter. It's a combined shutout for Lynn Tech Tigers so far.
Well, and I'm saying for Snowden's sake, it's been a shutout for them in the second half.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Emphasizing the importance of those goals. The handball, the rest are going to let it go. Nice play by Annette, making sure that didn't amount to any offensive threat for Snowden. Here comes Ellie Dunn. Great pass.
Oh, excellent pass right there. Good lead.
Sherry came close there, Hernandez. Could be a breakaway situation. No, there's Judith Gomez. Judith, such a reliable presence on defense. Really the anchor.
So coming up on just about 6 minutes left in the game.
And I feel like we're going to fly through the last 5 minutes. I don't think we're going to see much extra time here.
Yeah, let's see how much they put for a time. Again, official time's kept on the field.
Which, as Sport Czar, Newbie Ratto will be changing that rule. That's probably one of your priorities, I would think.
Well, yeah, very likely.
The win by 2 rule in volleyball, we're going to change that.
The offsides, I'd say a 5-yard buffer.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't do anything crazy.
I want to keep it in hockey, though, if that's okay.
Okay, yep, that's fine. Well, your hockey's different because everyone goes so fast.
And the ice is so much smaller. You know, it's a huge field. It's a football field. I wonder, too. I really hope our Lynn Tech hockey, the Lynn, it's a multi-school, but it's a co-op. Or is that a co-op? I don't know. It's multi-schools. But I really hope our hockey team, citywide hockey team, has a good year, too. It'd be fun if we could get that in the state tournament.
Absolutely. The Lynn Jets.
Yes.
One good shout out to Phil Ternzoni, Don Hussey, and Edge Flynn is doing an amazing job getting this all together. And appreciate everyone, all the staff, everyone involved in the LETV. We appreciate you guys.
I thought they were calling it there. I was going to say that was a bit premature.
Yeah.
5:50 to play in the second half.
So official time's going to be kept in the field right now. We are just nearing pretty much 5 minutes left in the game, 3-0. New Breto, Justin Barrasso.
This will be an interesting play here. Free kick from Judith Gomez. Judith can really put some power on her foot onto the ball. This is going to be something where she's going to hit it and we're going to attack the net. Let's see what happens. She might be able to get this on net, and she does.
Strong kick, and
it's live.
It's live, and they couldn't quite.
Perfect play by Judith. It's too bad we
couldn't quite get the push that they wanted.
Looks like Sherry Hernandez. It's a tough angle for us, but it looks like Sherry's taking the corner kick.
Again, I want to shout out Ava Rodriguez and Harley doing an amazing job on camera. Thank you so much.
Making it look easy, which it's not.
Yep.
Take your time. Put it on net.
Again, official times kept on the field. Unofficially, I'd say, according to my watch, probably about 4 minutes left unofficially. Might be even less than that.
Yeah, I feel like once we get whatever happens here, my prediction has mainly been off tonight. But I think whatever happens here, the refs are going to blow it after this sequence. If it goes out of bounds, we'll see if I'm right. Did not go out of bounds. Play is still live. Kelly Rosales keeping it alive for the Tigers. Sherry Hernandez wants that shot on net. Here comes Kelly breaking in on net. Oh,
Saved by the keeper.
we're going to get a corner kick
Another
here.
corner kick over here. So let's see what happens.
But now I think we're under 3 minutes. Clock is ticking.
Time's of the essence right now.
Yeah, and it's a 3-goal lead, so
Ms. Prosser, can you just give a rundown of the seniors again just so we can
of course I'd
acknowledge
be
them?
honored. Yeah. Emily De Jesus, Elibet Rodriguez, Callie Landaverde. Ball's up front.
Shot.
Oh.
Just off the mark.
Myron Rodriguez, injured, but such a critical part of this team's success. We didn't even talk about Lovely Moreta. Lovely Moreta, sophomore captain's had a fantastic year. I'm getting off track. Angela Reyes is a senior captain. Sherry Hernandez, Ferelyn Santana, Cindy DeLeon, who's back in goal right now. Actually, excuse me, she played goal briefly. She's back on offense. Inette Ramirez. And those are our Lynn Tech seniors. They've had such a fantastic season. I think that's probably going to do it. Let's see if the ref blows it here. I wonder if he'll blow it as soon as the keeper from Snowden puts it back in play. But we are in the waning moments of what looks to be an impressive shutout victory for the Lynn Tech Tigers.
So according to my watch here, unofficially I have 2 minutes left, but
Great
that
pass.
doesn't mean much of anything.
Come on. Oh, perfect. Oh,
Just
great
off
header.
the mark.
Yeah.
An absolutely picture perfect day.
Yeah.
Picture perfect night.
Thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
A little bit of a collision. Hopefully she's okay from the. Looks like a. I know it's turf and it looks soft, but turf, it's not very forgiving.
Yeah, it's not forgiving, especially in the morning.
Right. She's on grass. That's a little bit less painful. But to her credit, she got right back up on her feet. Yeah, tip your cap to Snowden. I mean, they played most of the second half down one player, down 11-10. That's a huge deal. And with no reserves, I think this team played, and they lost. Actually, they lost 6-0 the first time they played Tech. I know Tech's shorthanded tonight too, with some key people missing an injury, but this was a really, I thought, hard-fought defeat, and hopefully they can take that into their conference games. And Nubia, breakaway for Lynn Tech. That's Ali DeLeon.
Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's the goalie alley shots. Hey, by the keeper. What a save.
Beautiful shot, just unfortunately right at her, but that was a really nice breakaway. I'm amazed the refs are still letting us play. That's great, though. It's a nice night. Why not let them play?
Yeah. So I according to my watch, I'm 4 minutes and 35 seconds in. So it can't be much time left, maybe about 30 seconds or so. We'll see.
Oh, what a breakaway by Ali. That was. Maybe we'll get one more shot. And here we go. Sherry Hernandez, senior on net.
Oh, great job. Great stop right there.
And you see Sherry on the ground. She's funny. Well, we don't need another goal. I mean, I actually I'm happy for Snowden. There it is. I'm happy for Snowden. They played so hard. To lose 3-0, I think, is a feat because they were undermanned. They lost one of their players in game.
So, final score, 3-0. Tech Tigers on senior night. Definitely went out their last home game the way they wanted to. I just want to give major kudos to the seniors. Major kudos to coaching staff for everything they're doing. And
clinching a tournament berth for the first time in program history. It's witnessing history right now for the Lynn Tech Tigers. This is what they've worked so hard for so many years. And this moment's theirs.
Absolutely. So we want to wish everyone, especially the seniors, Good luck. Final home game here at Manning Field. Good luck in the future. I'm New Barreto. He's Justin Barrasso. Want to thank everyone here. I don't want to talk anymore, and you don't want to hear me no more. Godspeed, whatever that means.